welcome into the DNVR Rockies Podcast post-game edition. I'm Suzie Hunter, joined, look who we have. Is that this. Andre?
Look at this. Yeah, you didn't even comment on me not wearing a hat.
Your hair looks amazing.
You usually say stuff when I'm not wearing a hat. You're surprised.
I am, well, because it's like, you know, a lot of guys wear hats all the time. But, like, usually it's because they don't have hair.
I have hair.
But you have such great flow.
I have hair. Joke's
Look at all
on
this
you.
flow.
Yes, joke's on you. Thank you for the close-up.
No,
I appreciate that.
I did not notice because I came in
You're
a tizzy.
in.
I'm so locked in
You're
post-game.
locked in. The Stros series has you dialed.
I'm so dialed in.
I love that for you. I love that for us, Suze.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you for saying that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we are pretty dialed in. Pretty up and down series. Wednesday was interesting. Tuesday was a lot more fun. We're going to break it all down. We're going to get into some Rockies news, some transactions, and what else are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about...
You went viral on Crazy Game Notes.
I went viral today, just hours ago. It's like still happening as we speak.
Right. As currently, yes.
Currently
in the present,
happening.
Yes.
We're going to talk about Kyle Freeland. We've got an update on Kyle Freeland. Very important stuff. An update on Grichuk and Tyler Kinley and B-Rod and others.
Yeah, it's a packed show.
It's going to be a hot show for sure. But let's start off by talking about Wednesday's game versus the Astros. Austin Gomber on the mound, his counterpart for the Astros. A young man with the last name of Bilac.
Good. I'm glad you
gave us
that.
quite a run for our money a couple weeks ago when the Rockies were in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, boy, he did it again. He did it again.
They got 2 hit. It wasn't great. And, I mean, really, 1 hit until CJ Cron gets a homer there at the end of the game.
We love a visit to the Crone Zone. It's a shame that... I feel like this happens a lot with Rockies games this season where there will just be this, like, mini rally in the 9th.
Yep, it's true.
It's just like a little thing, like someone will hit a home run and a couple of guys will score or something like that, but then it never becomes of anything.
It's true. The more common trend lately that has me excited, Gomber going deep in several starts now.
Yes, yeah. Gomber was, he was in there until the 6th. Let's find today's notes.
That's right.
Yeah, he was in there until the 6th. That's awesome because, especially earlier this season, he really did not have that kind of longevity. And that's something we've really been missing in this rotation, aside from an entire rotation.
Yeah. Yeah, and then had those quotes you were telling me about. About Nolan and the pressure of having been the piece that came in that trade, and and it was just like, geez, it sounds like Austin Gomber is having himself a moment. Kind of feels like he's come out of that and playing some of the best baseball of his career right now.
He has been literally an entirely different dude ever since that moment where he opened up to us in a very raw, emotional way. And that was so much earlier in the season. My gosh. Everything's like just a blur. I'm like, I couldn't even tell you what month that was. I couldn't tell you what week that was.
Totally.
But yes, you're exactly right, though. Things have just been so different since then. And even then, he was so candid with us today, too, because he liked his stuff. His stuff was like, not bad, too. It's just like the Astros are really good. But I'm wondering, Alyssa, do we have that audio loaded from him? All right, so this is what Austin Gomber had to say about what he thought about his pitching after the game. Take a listen.
Sweet.
Felt really good, man. That's why I think I was just so frustrated at the end there, is because I felt like I had really good stuff and made a lot of really good pitches, and they were just better, And, as a competitor, that's like the toughest ones to swallow, is when you feel like you gave it a really good effort and still came out on the short end. So I think that's where the frustration was. It wasn't with anything I was doing out there. I felt like I was making pitches from pitch 1 through the end. It was just, they were really good today. They put really good at-bats on me all day. And then finally got to me in the 6th. So, you tip your cap, but it's definitely a hard one to swallow.
For you, when things are going well, how much of it is the secondary pitches that you're able to command for strikes?
Yeah, I think it's a mixture of that, and really, I think the biggest thing for me in the past month has been just commanding my fastball, not being so reliant all the time on having to land everything for a strike, feeling like, in certain counts I can throw a fastball and I'm going to execute it to the spot I want to go to. And I feel like I did that again today. Like I said, man, they were just, tip your cap to them. They're a good team. There's a reason, they have the pedigree they do. Get ready for the next one.
Before that 6th inning, seemed like they would get a leadoff guy on, move him, score him. I mean, were they kind of machine-like in that way that, if you gave them an opportunity, they seemed to take it?
Yeah. I mean, there was a couple of the hits that I gave up and come back in the dugout, look at the iPad, and that's exactly where I'm trying to throw the ball. Like you said, I mean, early on there, Myers hit the leadoff double and was able to come around and score, but then the other guys would give up a single and find a way to strand them. Just felt like I was battling all day, man. That's a good team, and you're going to have your A game to beat them. We did really well last night. Obviously, the bullpen was awesome, passing the ball around, and then we were in it today, but, kind of sixth inning gets away from you there. You make a slider, guy hits a homer, but, I felt like I gave it a good effort. That's the frustrating part, is still come out on the short end there.
Yeah, it's not even like the Astros really had any big hits off of him. It's just they kept generating these runs. It's like something would happen lead off, and then someone would score that guy. Mm-hmm. We saw a Bridich barrier double.
Yeah.
Bounces off.
Yeah, I don't know. Gomber was really good. I forgot he even allowed that run in the third, but it seemed like through 5 he was aces. I love what he was saying about his fastball control and how huge that's been, to just rely on that to throw strikes and be able to go to his breaking stuff more in hit and miss or swing and miss situations. And then, it kind of fell off in the 6th, where the Astros just, they just strung together some good ABs one after the other and took that lead. And I mean, really, it just needed more run support. And we were not getting that we were not going to get that off of Bilac, because he was cooking. He was cooking. He was so good for the Astros today. But we were definitely in a little bit of a pitcher's duel until the 6th. I guess we did have that that 6th inning, 405 foot 2-run homer off Chas McCormick, who's from right outside of Philly, by the way. Dude, Chaz. You've heard of a Chad, but Chaz has been lighting it up this series.
Chaz with an S. He's from Westchester, Pennsylvania, so not far where I'm from.
Didn't he also? So he has a bunch of big hits. He's like the AL Player of the Week coming into this.
He is the reigning AL Player of the Week.
Didn't he fall over on himself in yesterday's game in the outfield to allow
he definitely
baseball, man.
That's the baseball be baseballin'.
Baseball be baseball. Crowns a king and embarrasses him all in one outing. It's the best and the worst.
It's the best and the worst. This is what we expect from Rockies baseball every single game. The best and the worst.
But Chas McCormick, he's been something.
He's been something. And he was in a World Series last year. So were a lot of these guys. But Astros were popping off. Kris Bryant was taken out after the 7th inning. He got hit by a pitch. Right. Nothing's broken.
Wrist.
Yeah, he got hit in the wrist. They did an x-ray right away, because that's what they do.
Yeah.
And nothing, didn't show anything was broken or wrong. But the way Buddy explained it to us after the game, just because of that hit, he was having trouble gripping the bat. So they took him out. Nolan Jones came in.
Smart thinking.
Yeah, smart thinking. But we don't need another Kris Bryant injury, please.
No, I mean, how scared were you there for a sec?
I was like, wait, why did we take Kris Bryant out?
I know.
What happened?
I'm seeing our thumbnail. I'm like, are we going to have to change this? Thank God.
Did I jinx him? Dude. I did not jinx him. Oh my gosh, I'm so sick of being called a jinx over everything.
Yeah, you cover a baseball team. You got to talk about it.
You got to talk about it.
Can't all be jinxes, yeah.
But we did get that classic Rockies 9th inning, too little, too late rally. CJ Cron homered right into the woods in the batter's eye.
Oh.
And then Michael Toglia, oh my gosh, that Michael Toglia hit, that fly out, I really thought that was going somewhere.
Yeah, and he's the only guy who had the only other hit the entire game and then gets caught stealing. Very eventful day for Michael Toglia.
So eventful.
Yes. Kind of an eventful stretch, considering he's not even batting over 200 on the season. Last few games, he's doing stuff. I love it when Michael does stuff.
You got to let the kids play. You got to let them settle into the majors.
Yeah.
Michael Anthony Toglia, exciting young man.
Yes,
exciting young player.
Indeed.
Kyle Tucker of the Astros, in the 8th inning, he walked, but then he stole second, and then he stole third. Thank God that didn't amount to anything.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness. But yeah, 4-1 loss to the Astros today, here on Wednesday. Not my favorite, but Tuesday was so much fun.
Yes, I can't wait to get into Tuesday.
We're going to get into Tuesday. But first, we got to talk about our friends at Breckenridge Distillery. Woo. Yes. They're a pretty new sponsor of ours. I'm really excited that we're collabing with them. Do I like a good what?
Bourbon?
I love a bourbon. I love Unfortunately, I love everything.
You're an all spirits gal, huh? I love that for us.
I'm so spirited.
I love the good warmth that a little bourbon gives me. Right there, just a little warmth for you. Yeah.
Isn't that like a thing that like people will give you? Like I'm thinking like old like European grandmas, like they'll give you a little bit of bourbon when you're sick.
Yes, I was thinking like the Saint Bernard when you're stuck in an avalanche. That's what he's carrying.
Oh my gosh.
He's got some Breckenridge Distillery, the finest of the finest here in Colorado.
I love it. Okay, so the Breckenridge bourbon. That's the official bourbon of the Denver Broncos, by the way.
Boom. Ever heard of them?
Boom. Have you heard of them?
I have. I have. I've been hosting their podcast the last 2 weeks. I've heard of them.
Hashtag never an off season. Hashtag upright anywhere. The Breckenridge Distillery is the world's highest distillery, like elevation-wise. So they've been around since 2008. Yep. They're very well known for their bourbon whiskey, a high rye mash American-style whiskey. Does that not sound amazing?
It does.
And it is one of the most highly awarded craft bourbons in the U.S.
Yeah.
And plus, like Breckenridge Distillery, one of the most highly awarded distilleries in the U.S. too. They've just brought, they've got like awards from Whiskey Magazine, World Whiskey Awards, 4-time winner of the Colorado Distillery of the Year.
Quality product here.
Yeah. And most recently, their Breckenridge High Proof won Best Blended Whiskey at the World Whiskies Award. Okay, that sounds really good.
It sounds really good. It sounds like a little trouble, too.
I love trouble.
That's their high proof. I know. It sounds like a good time.
It sounds like a really good time. So, of course, we love to support local businesses, but you can get Breckenridge Distillery products in all 50 states.
Yeah.
So shop local, go to your local retailer, or you can go to BreckenridgeDistillery.com for home delivery of their award-winning Breckenridge spirits.
Boom.
Boom. It's not trouble. Well, maybe it is trouble.
Oh, it's trouble.
A bunch of DNVR people going back to Vegas this week.
Yeah, Circa Resort and Casino, an elite experience. I know.
So that's where our wonderful colleagues stayed for Summer League, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
You know it.
They're all well versed. But it's Vegas's first ever adults-only casino resort. So you don't have to check IDs. They just know if you're there, you are of age.
Right. You'd think Vegas would have crossed that threshold earlier, but Circa, they're the pioneers who had to do it.
So,
they said, damn it all. When someone's drunkenly watching the Rockies on a million big screens in the pool on a random Wednesday in Vegas, I want that to be adults only.
Yes. I mean,
sounds like a plan, man.
Remember when Vegas like had those commercials where it was like, you can bring your family here. Like, I don't want to see kids in Vegas. I don't.
No one wants to see kids in Vegas.
You don't have to. But yeah, Circa, absolutely incredible. They're the ones, you've seen this on social media. They have Stadium Swim. It's enormous. It's like, I don't know if it's the biggest TV in the world, but it's just like,
you'd think.
Stadium scoreboard sized.
Yeah.
Swim up bar. There's pools. There's spas. It is just, there's 2 swim up bars. There's cabanas, super cabanas. Why didn't I have my besties bachelorette party here?
Dude.
I know. She'll have to get divorced and get married again.
Oh, let's do it.
But yeah.
Trip to Circa might accelerate that, actually. Who knows?
Why not?
Adults only. Bring some Breck Distillery. Might have a real good time,
I'm not, for the record, for legal purposes, I'm not trying to break up my best friend's marriage.
No, why would you? Why would
I want to do that?
It's a beautiful couple. We love them.
But listen, Circa also has the world's largest sport book, 3-story stadium style.
My goodness.
It takes 10 people to operate their enormous screen that has 78 million pixels.
Wow.
That is some detail.
Is that why the game notes at Rockies games are so weird? It's 10 people coming together for those.
We will talk about those game notes in a little bit. I don't think it's 10 people. I think it's just one person. It's just one dude. But yeah, their sports book, they've got great food in there too. Tons of VIP seating. There's a dugout club, a legends club, a champions club.
No, it sounds insane. I am so jealous.
So many clubs. And they have a 500-room resort. So it's absolutely incredible.
My goodness.
So yeah, if you're heading out to Vegas for maybe Broncos Raiders, Avs Nights, or Pac-12, or any of those games, or just for whatever. Or if you're going out for, college football.
Yeah, maybe you're just in Vegas to do Vegas things.
And maybe you just want to watch some games.
Check them out and have a blast is what I'd say.
Yes, but this is for our listeners. You're going to get 20% off. How crazy is it to book something and get 20% off?
That's awesome.
Use code DNVR20 to get that 20% off. Pretty easy to remember. And then, download the app at circasports.com. Circa Sports bets can only be made while physically located in the state of Colorado. Must be 21 or older. All rights reserved. Circa Sports Colorado encourages you to gamble responsibly. If you have a gambling problem, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER or visit problemgamblingcolorado.org. I didn't mention...
Nailed it, Suze.
I didn't mention. We're going to talk about this in a bit. But apparently... one of my friends saw this online. Someone that he knows of made a bet today, a big bet, that Kris Bryant would not home run.
Oh.
So I guess he won.
Guess it worked out.
It's
lucky he didn't get Crone zoned, you know?
But Tuesday's Rockies game, we did get a Kris Bryant home run. We never get to see those.
We did.
Especially anymore. It was very exciting. But yeah, Tuesday was the bullpen day. We do bullpen days now because we have no pitchers in our rotation.
Yeah. And the one to start us off on the bullpen day, the worst of the bunch.
He was the worst of the bunch. I hate that for Jake Bird. But yeah, Jake Bird got the spot start. He did something that has not happened in almost 20 years.
Wow.
Jake Bird hit the batter on the very first pitch he threw in that game.
First inning, first pitch, excitement right off the bat in this one, no doubt.
So yeah, if you missed the first inning of this game, you pretty much missed everything that happened in this game. Sure. So yeah, Jake Bird hit a guy on the first pitch, became the 5th Rockies player to ever do this. It hasn't happened since June 7th, 2004. Sean Estes, Michael Tucker.
Legendary
2004.
Stuff. Well done.
So yeah, Jake Bird had a messy first inning.
Yeah.
The next batter hit an RBI double. And then we had an RBI single from Chas McCormick. Get out of our house.
Chas, come on, man.
And Diaz, RBI double, made it 3-0. So then the Rockies, of course, come back in their half of the first, answer every single one of those runs. And that was what made it so exciting. That's when we saw the Kris Bryant homer. And then immediately after, Ryan McMahon, also a home run, tied up the game. The last time, we haven't had 2 Rockies hit back-to-back homers since C.J. Cron and also Ryan McMahon back in April in St. Louis, the very beginning of, not in St. Louis. St. Louis was here. St. Louis was here, April 11th. Has not happened since then. So it was good to see some more back-to-back homers from the boys.
Yeah, and that half inning starts off with a bang, and then Hunter Brown for the Stros kind of settled in and had a really nice outing after that first inning that was messy.
Yes, he settled in. Of course, we had new guys coming in almost every inning.
Right.
Yes. The bullpen was good though. The bullpen was bullpenning in a good way.
Locked down from there on. Yeah.
Yeah, and then in the 4th inning, Ezekiel Tovar, RBI triple. A triple.
It was a beaut.
Whew, it was so beautiful. So beautiful.
For a second, when they missed the throw to third, did you think he was just going to go in for home?
Oh, man, what if he does? What if he does? He's so fast. He's got that dad strength now.
Yeah, that was legendary. Tovey coming around.
Tovey is the future. That was the final score. Ended up being 4-3 Rockies. But he was happy with that game. He said it was a well-pitched game. And I can't argue with him.
I mean, it's the final 8 innings. They shut him down, right?
Yeah.
They don't allow a single run.
Yeah.
It's really impressive.
Our dudes.
Yeah.
Our dudes.
Come on now.
If you forget the first inning existed.
Right.
It's fantastic.
Forget it. Get it out of your head.
The other thing, there was more history, too, that happened yesterday. Kind of history. Rockies history. Season history. Okay. Fernando Abad got the win. Came in for an inning to pitch. That's the third longest span between wins.
Love
so
this.
it had been 2,226 days since his last win. His last pitcher win. Only 2 other guys have a longer gap this season. And, of course, number 1 is Matt Carasetti, who went 2,497 days between, his win this season and 2016, last time we saw him as a Rocky.
That's insane.
Crazy.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. And the fact that the Rockies have 2 pitchers who have kind of either they just haven't recorded a pitcher win. Not that pitcher wins are really they're probably the least important stat.
Yeah, I mean they're kind of random.
They are pretty random.
Yeah,
they are pretty random. But good for Abad though. But of course, how do we thank him? We DFA him. Second time he's been DFA'd by the Rockies this year.
Classic.
But what do you think of Kris Bryant hitting home runs again?
I mean, it's great. It's huge for this team just to have that big name bat show up and actually do some stuff. It'd be nice to see him play with some kind of continuity, Yeah. And seeing him more in the DH spot, I don't mind that. I was worried about the wrist injury today. I'm more interested in Tovey and Nolan Jones hitting with big game-clinching RBIs in the last few games.
That is exactly what that's what I love to see.
Yeah,
But, I also like to see our big, expensive guy.
He is our big, expensive guy.
He's our big, expensive thing.
This is the big, expensive guy. That kind of sounds like a glorious T-shirt.
D-line.
D-line.
He hates every single shirt idea I sent him. So everyone send him shirt ideas.
I think it's more the Rockies than you, Suzie.
He just hates the Rockies.
I just don't think he's feeling a Rockies shirt right now.
That's a shame.
Yeah. It's a shame the Rockies are how they are sometimes.
It is, yeah. Who's your favorite? I mean, you mentioned, you want to talk about Tovar. You want to talk about Nolan Jones. Who is, if you were to pick one of these young guys from this new young core, who's your guy? Who's your dude?
I mean, it definitely was Tovey entering the season. Nolan Jones kind of stealing my heart.
So sneaky. And he was on MLB Network today, by the way.
I saw your tweet about that. Did you catch the interview?
I did.
Was it good?
It was lovely. He did such a great job. Of course, they talked about his brother, who used to be in the Avs organization. He's a hockey player. I don't know if you knew this, but... oh, excuse me. I got to clear my throat. It's been a long day.
Yes.
I don't know if you knew this, but Nolan Jones used to play hockey too. He was playing hockey in high school. He got a concussion when he was a freshman that kept him sidelined for his whole sophomore season.
Oh.
So then he ended up not ever coming back to hockey for one reason or another.
Yeah.
Ended up switching to baseball. His brother ends up, becoming a professional hockey player. And now Nolan's in the big leagues, raking.
Late bloomer stuff right there. All these other kids, they've been playing since Pee Wee ball. He only started playing sophomore year of high school or around there. Love that. Yeah, I just love me some Nolan Jones. His slash line is insane right now.
Read off his slash line.
I've got it right here.
Let's see the numbers.
The on base right now is 357, 277, 357, 489 with an OPS in the 89s here. 846. He's killing it.
Yeah, he has been. He's been so solid. And
he's an athlete, 6'4", 195.
I was going to say, yeah, he's a tall young man.
He's got the arm for right field.
And apparently he's like not a bad golfer either. He was that was the other thing he was talking about on MLB Network, how in 2020 he got, obviously no minor leaguers played baseball. But he was like, oh yeah, I got really good at it. He like hit a hole in one at a golf course once. And he and his buddies, it sounded like they were his buddies from back home in the Philadelphia area. He and his buddies were freaking out so much that all the neighbors like near the golf course came out to be like, what is happening? So something
fun.
I definitely need to talk to Nolan Jones about at some point because that sounds hilarious.
Dude, and I mean, this Rockies organization has a lot of talent in the outfield coming up.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by all
Possibly
their center
too
outfield.
much?
Yes.
Probably too much.
So Nolan's going to have some competition in the next few years, which we love. But I just love everything about him. I love everything about his game and what he brings.
Competition makes us all better.
Indeed, it does.
That is true.
Indeed,
Succeeding in a vacuum means nothing.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry. I know you wanted to talk about Kris Bryant hitting homers again.
Yeah.
And that's exciting. I mean, we need this, if nothing else, to increase his trade value.
You think? I don't think
there's much
they would
of
ever.
a.
I don't think
they would ever.
I don't think they would because
they want the marquee name.
I think one, they want the marquee name, and two, I mean, I just think this is what I speculate. I think it might be personal for Dick Monfort because he wanted to draft Kris Bryant
in the John Gray draft,
and just missed him.
Right.
And now we got the chance to get him, signed him to a big long contract. I don't think he'll ever get rid of Kris Bryant.
Well, then we really need him to start hitting jacks. Gotta get that production up, kiddo.
We gotta get that production up.
Yeah, for sure.
Astros have been kind of, I mean, they've been pretty good despite, they've got like
We'd take 10 games over 500,
They're fine. I don't think they're going to win their division. But, oh, hey, can someone get me a beer? Thanks. Astros, they've got a whole dang all-star roster on their IL. Yordan Alvarez.
Lay it on us.
Jose Altuve, who conveniently missed all of the games against Colorado, never had to face Daniel Bard, the man who broke his own hand. And his heart.
How convenient.
How convenient.
How convenient of you.
Michael Brantley is out.
Do you like Altuve?
I used to, and now I don't like him. I
guess that's how we all felt.
When I think about Altuve, like I think of like the Tyra Banks meme where she's like, "We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you," because it's like we all loved you. Like he was just like the darling of MLB in that World Series in 2017. Look at this short little guy. He can play anywhere. He's so funny. What a personality.
Right. You can hit for average, just slap hits around. You don't need power, blah, blah, blah.
He's
the
so
little
fun.
engine that could.
He just like a powerful little hummingbird.
Yep.
Loved him.
Yeah. And now he's just a dirty little cheater. Huh?
Yeah, oh my, that is exactly what he is. A dirty little cheater.
Yeah. Shame.
Shame
on you, Jose.
Shame on you. I'm sure he's crying all the way to the bank.
He tunes into every episode. It's known.
So yeah, he's out. Jose Urquidy has been out. Framber Valdez, they took him out of the game on Saturday with a calf cramp. So he's still day to day. So we never even had to see him this Rockies series. I loved that for us.
They got some good starts from their two guys, though.
They did.
Hunter Brown,
They really did.
Did a good job.
They really did. Yeah, that's why they won a World Series last year.
Yeah. They've got some talent on that team.
I guess they've got a little bit of talent on that team.
Yeah.
Speaking of talent, all of our talent
has
Shady Rays. I got my Shady Rays. I'm gonna pull them out of my bag.
Suzie, not just our talent, but I hear maybe Rockies talent or former Rockies talent is finding your Shady Rays around the ballpark. The man that is the legend, Spilly, found your pair? What?
Yes, I got a text yesterday from a Rockies employee that said it was like a picture of my Shady Rays. And they were like, "Oh, Spilly found these. Are these yours? We think they're yours." And I'm like, "Yeah, those are my new Shady Ray aviators that
They look awesome.
left behind. And I love them. They are literally my whole personality right now.
They look amazing.
Thank you.
That's what I love about Shady Rays. Really good lenses. Designer, like, quality glasses, styles. You know, you pick it up. It's not like some crappy light plastic.
It's not some flimsy thing.
Yes, exactly. Like, you drop them, Spilly finds them. They're not destroyed. And then they're awesome. They've got incredible customer care. You break yours or lose yours within the first 30 days. They'll take care of you. Suzie's sponsored by them, so she doesn't just get freebies endlessly, or they literally go out of business. But you, the paying customer, you get taken care of. On top of all this great quality and design, the prices are like a third of the price of, like, you know, we won't name some designer BS, but the designer BS. And on top of that, you go to shadyrays.com right now. You loyal listener, like James here in the comments section, use that code DNVR and you'll get 50% off 2 glasses, which again is going to be like a fraction of 1 pair of designer glasses, which have the same kind of frames and the same quality, maybe not as good design and certainly not as good customer service. So you got to check out Shady Rays. I really believe in this company. I love what they do. This isn't just because this is part of the podcast we need to do these reads. They really take care of you, and they have a great product. So check them out and get in on this sale of 50% off, even a single pair of sunglasses. Try it for yourself. Already 250,000 people worldwide using them. You will love them as well.
Well said.
Thanks.
Well said, Andre.
Thank you.
Yeah, love my Shady Rays. My computer. Also, this is what my computer just did. No, we're okay. We're back.
How dare you, computer?
Oh my gosh, I thought it was a goner for a second.
Suze, what shows are you going to these days?
What shows am I going to?
Yeah, you just went to T-Swift.
I went to Taylor Swift. I think I'm kind of tapped out for a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
But
does that cost an arm and the leg, even at game time?
Even at, you know what? Game time definitely hooked it up. Did not spend as much as I thought I was going to have to.
Let's go.
But game time, they just always have our back.
Yes. You go to like every ballpark in America.
I've been to every ball. Yeah.
You work at Coors. If she's on vacation, then I see her. Oh, she went to the ballpark to whatever American city she's on vacation to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When I was
get away from it, dude. Go to the beach.
No, never. I used Game Time. I used Game Time when I was out in New York. I was waiting for a flight at LaGuardia.
Yeah.
And I was like, why not just go to Yankee Stadium for a little bit? So I went to Yankee Stadium, watched like half of the game. It was awesome.
Right. You might not be a sicko like Suzie. You might want to go to shows that aren't baseball or sports. Game Time does that for you, too.
You can do that
it's
with
amazing.
Game Time. Yeah, they've got the best deals on last-minute tickets for concerts, of course, sporting events, theater, comedy shows, you name it.
Heck
if there's a ticket to it, someone is probably selling that ticket to it.
Damn straight. Download that app. Use our code DNVR, and you can get $20 off your first purchase.
Ooh.
Suze, that might be free Rockies tickets for you.
You can
on sign up.
I mean, I'm not going to look at what the tickets are like for the A's series, but you actually might be able to get 40 tickets for $20.
That's legendary franchises right there going.
That is a company outing. Maybe we should have a company outing.
You know, in the 70s, the A's almost moved to Denver. That could have been us.
That could have been us.
We wouldn't have had the Momforts. We probably wouldn't have had Coors Field. How different life would be.
Life would be so different. But you know what? I bet they'd both be ass right now.
Oh, you bet your buns, sister. Terms apply. Create an account and redeem code DNVR for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Yes.
Yo, love it. Love it. James said something about my Shady Rays in the comments.
Yeah. Suzie still has her Shady Rays.
I have
Glad
both pairs.
to hear she hasn't lost them yet.
I did lose my actual glasses at the park today.
Oh, no.
Like my glasses, like the prescription glasses. And I was it was my problem, but I made it like everyone's problem.
Oh.
But like I was like just genuinely stressed about it, and no one wants to see me stressed because I'm a beautiful princess. And
right,
the guys at Gate A found it. Someone turned them in.
Gate A, that's our gate, man.
Gate
that's
A, fam.
Our gate. Yes.
Yes. This was a busy series at Coors Field.
Yeah, these numbers you put on the rundown shocked me, Suze.
Yeah, over the weekend, 143,708 fans. That was the paid attendance for the 3-game set this past weekend.
It's wild.
That's pretty wild, especially because we saw some of the lowest attendance numbers at Coors Field earlier this season.
Right. The trend kind of seemed like, people are just done. They're out. But now that we're in the thick of summer.
We're in the thick of summer. I mean, there's also been some big teams, like teams that are popular, teams that either travel well or they're terrible cities, so they have a lot of transplants here in Denver. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I think, like, of course, the Yankees are always going to draw. There's so many Astros fans. I don't know if they live here or if they traveled here, but there were so many Astros fans.
Are honestly, they bandwagoners that have come along in the last 5 years or so?
I would guess a lot of bandwagoners, too. It's so gross. Yeah, the Houston bandwagon is disgusting.
That is rough. But, I mean, the fact this record you have here in the rundown, it's their highest paid attendance for a 3-game series since June 22nd through the 24th, 2010?
Yep.
Against the Red Sox. Like, a lot of big teams come through Coors Field every single season. So to break a record that stood for 13 years?
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, that's insane.
I wonder what that says for the Boston Yankees rivalry, that the Yankees are the team that helped bring in all those people to break that record.
Yeah,
Who's to say?
fans,
Who's to say?
Yeah.
Who is to say? But, yeah, it's... I don't have all of the numbers for this Houston series.
Got a lot of numbers here, though.
Well, I think today, is this today? Today we had 36,937 for a day game.
On a Wednesday.
36,000 on a Wednesday, a day game. It was 90 degrees at the start of the game. It's just like it's so hot and muggy out.
Yeah.
I'm insisting that I'm like the sweatiest girl in the world. I don't know why people would choose to go to a game in these conditions.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I probably would anyway.
Oh, you'd be there on your day off. I know that
I'm
much.
always there on my day off. It's so sad.
She loves ball to the point of sickness, I think. Yeah.
I am a sicko.
We are concerned.
But, in the 12 straight games since June 23rd, the Rockies have brought in at least 36,000 fans per game. They haven't done that since 2001.
It's a great sports town. People will always go to Coors Field because it's, say what you will about the team, there's nothing to be said about Coors and how great of a ballpark that is.
Yeah.
And, like, what a great spot it is in the city.
Perfect location. I mean, it's the perfect location because the city just very much blossomed around it, too.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. I don't know. I mean, you wonder, like, was there some... Like, there wasn't the usual excitement we have for opening day and stuff like that. At least if you look at attendance numbers, and the general buzz of Lodo just felt a little subdued compared to other years, right?
Yeah.
Now I think we're just kind of over it, and we're just like, yeah, it's the summer. We're going to go to Rockies games. That's what we do. And like,
Yeah. I think you're right on that point, too. I think there's a lot of, I mean, we know this. We've seen all the fan fatigue.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of Rockies fans are just like, I can't do it, right? I can't do it this season because, I mean, I know the outcome. I know it's not going to be good. We're on pace for, the first 100-loss team in franchise history.
Right.
I will say, too, though, and I kind of touched on this before, I feel like a lot of those, like, biggest, like, sold-out games are that way because of a lot of opposing fans. So I think that's also what is kind of... I think it's the summer and, like, people can travel more, too, so... Also, you know what? Maybe
and
this is
such a transplant city. We forget that.
It is such a transplant city.
We're so deep in the Rockies, and it's like, yeah, but... millions of people that come through Coors every year are not there for the Rockies.
Yes. If your city's so great, why'd you move here?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I will say also, maybe this is a thought that I'm formulated in my head right now.
Please.
Do you know my take on elementary school choirs singing the national anthem?
No, but I'd assume you're in favor and love them.
No, I'm not.
Oh my gosh.
I'm in favor if they're good. But most of the time, they're terrible.
Yeah.
And I get that it's like such a good experience. What an amazing experience to bring like your school choir onto Coors Field, and they get to experience that different vantage point. But at the same time, like, just because you're a kid doesn't mean you deserve that. I think you need to earn that special experience. So that being said,
I think they need to show this in schools before the choir comes out.
Yeah.
Clip this, the Suzie Harder speech.
So yeah, I'm very famously anti-kids choir because it's like it would be like it was like every game from April through June, kids choir, and we have not had kids choirs in July. I think because like you can't get groups of kids together.
There's literally going to be like 2 good kids choirs in the whole state.
Yeah.
The number you just described.
There's too many. No,
you're guaranteed to have, it's simple math. You're going to have a bunch of stinkers.
Oh my gosh, so many stinkers.
And if we're still going to do the national anthem, then let's not ridicule it with a bad choir.
I've been saying the quality of children's choirs that I've seen perform at Coors Field, it's actually unpatriotic. I think it's up there with treason.
Yeah.
I'm not being dramatic when I say these children are committing treason at Coors Field night after night. But we have not had these past, maybe 12 games. We have not had all those kids choirs. It's been like actual adults who can perform.
Let's go.
So I'm thinking maybe we have better attendance when the children do not sing the national anthem.
Wow. Yeah. Where are all those kids' families,
Yeah.
Are they not even seeing their kids? Right.
That is like the ploy to get like more people at a random game at Coors Field. It's like, oh, well, if your kid's performing, obviously the whole family's gonna buy a ticket.
Right. That may be the appeal.
But what if we had like good performances? What if my ears weren't
Swift when we need her?
Right. Like maybe if my ears weren't bleeding before every Rockies game.
Right. This team wouldn't suck, or she could get a few more tweets out,
Right? I would love a tweet.
I love when you guys try your darkest takes when I'm on the shows. Love that.
I mean, actually, like I say this all the time. You just haven't heard it yet.
It's great.
No, but we do love taking it to a dark place.
Yes, absolutely.
We will talk about tweets in a little bit, but first we need to talk about Kyle Freeland because we got a little bit of an update on Kyle Freeland today.
Yeah.
Because he was throwing a bullpen session today, which is
excellent.
Amazing.
Yes.
As we know, his non-throwing arm, he dislocated that shoulder. There's a small tear in the situation there. Please, I'm not a doctor. But we asked Buddy about...
Cartilage in the shoulder, or...
I want to say it's a ligament.
Sheena,
I don't know.
You know ball so
Please,
good.
Someone, I don't know anything.
That was good.
Oh my gosh.
No,
okay.
I think you're right.
Okay, but anyway, we asked.
But it's the non-throwing shoulder.
The non-throwing shoulder, but still, like,
he throws left.
So yeah, he was throwing. We asked Buddy what he thought, what he liked about it, and Buddy said that he looked really good and he was really excited about what he saw. But Alyssa, are we ready to play that soundbite? All right, so here is what Rockies manager Bud Black had to say about our injured ace Kyle Freeland.
He looked normal. That right arm, his lead arm and his delivery, no problem. He felt normal. So really, really encouraging.
Is there still no timeline on him?
No. I don't know what you mean by timeline, but we don't have a specific date of when he was going to start a game. But we're encouraged that it could be, again, it depends on what you define as relative, but it could be relatively soon. Right? Every people have different definitions of relative. Could be a couple days, could be a couple weeks, could be a couple months.
Considering,
but I would say it's within a few weeks, a couple weeks.
So yeah, Buddy also told us that he is not sure if a rehab assignment will be necessary. That's not on the table yet, but good to see that Kyle Freeland is at least looking good. Mm-hmm. Seems like he's feeling good. But he did make me a little nervous during the timeline conversation. What is a timeline?
Yeah.
Who's to say? He's like, it could be 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. I was like, Buddy, take that back. Take that back right now. Do not say 2 months. We can't do that. And he was like, no, most likely just a couple of weeks. Most likely. That is how he is seeing it.
Okay.
But still, no timeline. Whatever a timeline is.
There's no youngster to eat up some innings? Where's Peter Lambert when we need him?
Peter Lambert.
He's hurt, huh?
He's, I don't know. we wore him out a little bit too much up here.
That's a shame.
Such a shame. You know who we might be seeing back soon, or definitely will be seeing back soon?
Yes, please.
Tyler Kinley.
Let's go.
Our most presidential reliever.
Oh, he sure is.
So he and B-Rod took a trip up to Spokane.
Oh, beautiful.
They were in their first, they had their first game last night.
Yeah. B-Rod got plunked?
B-Rod got plunked.
Oh, my gosh. Come on.
Yeah, so I think Thomas Harding asked about, like, oh, we got plunked. And he was okay. And Buddy just goes, yeah, they have ice. They got ice out there. He's so funny. He's such a character.
Dude.
But yeah, Tyler Kinley will throw on Friday and Sunday. So that's super promising.
Go.
They're just going to be up there for the rest of the week. Just 2 dudes on a trip.
Just guys being dudes out in Spokane,
Guys being dudes. And, okay, we also got to talk about, speaking of pitching, Brent Suter. Off the 15-day IL. The corresponding move, though, Fernando Abad, after getting the win, DFA'd.
That's a shame.
Sad to see him go. But you know what? Second time he's been DFA'd by this organization this season.
Uh-huh.
I think he'll stick around.
Okay.
I would hope he would.
Yep. I like your optimism. He got a win, so why not?
He got the win. He got the win. Oh my gosh, real fast, before we get into the tweet that sent me viral and before we send you home to your family,
yes.
We got to talk about Breckenridge Brewery's Palisade Peach.
Let's go.
The beer that I've been asking someone to get me for like a whole hour, and I don't have one. It's ridiculous.
I think someone went for it.
Really?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Not.
I yelled down for a beer like maybe 10, 15 minutes ago when everyone was going downstairs for our, we got a Rams event going on.
That's right. Young Rams alumni.
And we got the Young Rams alumni here, and none of them brought me a beer. It's just absolutely upsetting.
How dare they?
But I want the Palisade Peach because our Palisade Peach is the beer of the month. You are getting a pint of it for $6 in this economy.
Wow.
In this economy.
Wow.
I know. They've got a beer for every occasion, though, and there's no better way to watch a game or maybe host a podcast about a game.
Boom.
Why not just have a Breck brew to wash it all down? And they've been doing it for 33 years. It all comes down to their love and passion for what they do, and what they do is making some of the best beer you're gonna find not just in Colorado, but in the whole world. I love Breck. I'm such a Breck girl. But yeah, we've got the Avalanche Amber 2, the Mile High City Golden Ale, one of my favorites. We drank all of it this Nuggets postseason, playoff season,
playoff. Finals, championship.
Yeah, championship season. They got the Broncos Country Pale Ale. That season's coming up.
Oh, yeah.
The Fun Slinger, the Good Company Hard Seltzer.
Got it all, Suze.
And you know what? We're going to be pouring those brews for our Women's World Cup watch parties. That starts Friday.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're going to have watch parties. I think the Farmhouse in Littleton's going to have some
They're
events
gonna have
going on
some
too.
as well. Yeah, if you're on that side of town, go check them out.
Yeah, sometimes it's just hard to get over here, at that time of day.
It can happen.
Yeah,
it can happen.
The Farmhouse in Littleton, 4 to 9:30. They're going to have merch giveaways, games, 3 big screens with the game on. Wheat variety pack and summer pills shandy buckets.
Yeah.
I want a shandy bucket. Damn.
Yeah. Yep.
And also Avalanche Amber specials too. So yeah, if you can't make it to the DNVR bar for our watch party, go to parties. Hold on. I can't read. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
Go to breckbrew.com. Just go to breckbrew.com.
Do it. Find a beer near you. Find their party near you.
Find a party near.
Friday, Women's World Cup watch party. Also, golf tourney.
my gosh, that's right.
And it's sold out.
Ooh, yes.
But I expect lots of pins and aces to be there. Everyone loves their gear. Pins and aces, they're for like the chill DNVR golfer, you know?
And yeah, exactly. And like Spencer wears his pins and aces stuff all the time, whether or not he's golfing.
All the time.
And he, oh my gosh, he's just always serving looks. They are the official golf apparel company of DNVR and for ALLCITY.
That's right.
The whole damn network.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are family owned. They are based here in Colorado, but people love them all across the country.
They really do.
Amazing polos, hats, golf bags, the beer sleeve.
The beer sleeve.
You know I'm bringing the beer sleeve to our golf event this weekend.
Yep, that's right.
It's going to be so great.
That's how you spend your free time. You go to golf events for the company you work for.
Yeah.
She's either at a ball game in a city, not where she lives, or at a golf event for DNVR. Be more like Suzie Hunter,
sports
please.
Are kind of my only hobby.
I
and
love it. I love it, Suze.
I work for this company where like I work with like really fun people.
I only associate with ball knowers and lovers like you. I truly do. You know, some kid's birthday party, which I attend many.
Yeah.
Talking to the dads who have other kids at the birthday party just doesn't hit the same way. They're not ball knowers or lovers like you, Suze.
We gotta listen, ball is life. What are they even doing?
Something must inspire you. You either loved or you hate Jose Altuve, or you just don't know life.
Or you just don't even know about him.
Come on, check out pinsandaces.com and use that code DNVR for 15% off and great free shipping. That's pinsandaces.com.
Thank you for reeling it in. I
Come
appreciate
on, your
that.
viralness. Let's
we got
to
talk about it before we close out the show in a couple of minutes.
This is a viral woman right here.
The Rockies game notes today were unhinged at a level that we have just not seen before.
I mean, what has Becky done?
Okay, so I'm gonna read this game note to you. This was on the big screen at Coors Field before the game. These are the game notes. Here's what they say. Using a stethoscope to listen to the heart, cardiologists can detect narrow valves, valve leakage, and or abnormal rhythm. Don't bother asking him to check your heart, though, Becky. That crushed Titanic sub has more life inside it than that collapsed troll cave you call a chest cavity. So this was on the big screen.
That's so great.
Ahead of the Rockies game for all to see.
Feel the burn, Becky.
I tweeted this out. It has since kind of blown up.
Yep,
but
it has.
I will say,
millions have viewed it.
Millions have viewed it. But after I posted that, like, you know, it started getting shared everywhere. One of the Astros writers came up to me and goes like, "Oh wow, but like that's in really poor taste." And I was just like, "Oh, like I just don't remember anyone asking you."
Yeah, he covers the Astros. So what does he know about
you cover
this?
A cheating team.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's in poor taste.
Truly. But
I'm sure he's a nice man, but I was just like, we're not friends. Why are you telling me this?
More importantly, the game note.
Yes.
Two things have happened.
Yes.
Becky cheated because that kind of
You think she cheated, or do you think
vitriol.
she just did? You know, that I guess that is a reaction to.
And sadly, we do this too much, guys, you know? Guy took it harder than it needed to be. Mm-hmm. Sometimes life just lifes, and it's okay.
Sometimes people just aren't meant to be together, and one person realizes it sooner than the other. But that being said, Becky is out there breaking hearts, and I gotta know, is she okay?
Becky's a heartbreaker. Is she okay? And has she seen your viral tweet?
We're going to find it. Some Beckys have responded to the tweet.
Oh, gosh.
And being like, oh, my gosh, it's about me.
Some Beckys think it's about them.
I think, well, you know, it might just be tongue-in-cheek. But I do wonder if this is, you know, a real scenario that happened, or if the Rockies scoreboard guy is just really creative. Someone needs to check on the scoreboard guy and on Becky.
We're thinking about you all, though.
Thoughts and prayers.
Indeed, yes.
With all of them.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, and that's the show. Unless Alyssa has any comments on... No, she's... I was like, wait, hold on. Wait. No, we got to get you out of here. You have like a family. that loves to see you.
They're out of town. They do love to see me.
Oh, they're out of town.
I'm playing Volo with a member of my extended family, Lindsay Sauer, pickleball. My pickleball debut. Never played it before. Ready to dominate.
That's why you had to leave?
Yes.
That's even better.
Praying for my opponents because we're about to destroy them is what's happening, Suze. Yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I love this. Hashtag free ad for Volo.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hashtag
That's a
Rockies.
good one. That's a good
Hashtag Astros.
Double
Astros.
S, though.
Double S.
Double S.
Andre, tell us where we can follow you on social media.
Yeah, at Andre Simone. I'm on a lot of podcasts the next couple weeks.
You've been on every podcast
So
today,
check
I think,
it
right?
out. Yeah, pretty much. And always a pleasure, Suze. We should do this again. This was a real blast.
This was fun. I think we've got a good vibe going on.
We try our
Very
best. We
chaos
try what we
forward.
can. Dude.
Gemini, Sagittarius. Chaos forward.
Chaos forward indeed. Alyssa, enjoy Vegas.
Yeah, Alyssa, you have fun in Vegas. Safe travels to you. Enjoy Circa. Send me pics from Stadium Swim. We're going to be back tomorrow at 5 o'clock with Christian Saez making his return to the DNVR Rockies podcast. We're going to preview the Miami series. You can follow me at the Suzie Hunter on all platforms. Most importantly, follow DNVR_Rockies for all of the latest updates on how everyone is doing. And Andre, you know what I like to say about closing out a podcast?
You don't know how to do it.
Absolutely not. But I will talk to you guys Thursday at 5 p.m. here on the DNVR Sports YouTube channel.